Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
Last class we have discussed about electrolyte, right? Am I right or not? So today we are going to continue the same. Okay. So what is electrolyte, ma? What is electrolyte? What is electrolyte? What is electrolyte? Tell me what is electrolyte? What is electrolyte? யாரோ ஒரு ஆள் ஆன்சர் சொல்லலாமே. What is electrolyte? What is I'm audible? Am I audible?
Sir, sir.
So what is electrolyte?
Sir, the fluids contain charges.
Okay, then so that day we discussed about the electrolyte. Correct, this one only we started now. Electrolyte means when you have that particle, when you put it into the water or any aqueous, so it will ionize. Once it is ionized, it will become ions. If the ionization takes place completely, then it become a strong electrolyte. If the electrolytes are in the equilibrium, then it will be a weak electrolyte. Okay, this is the example which we have seen in the last class. So for example, if you take AB, when you put it in the aqueous, it becomes A plus and then B minus, A plus and B minus. So the ionization will be 100%. Then it should be a strong electrolyte. Suppose when you have the AB, when you put it in the water, partially it will become undissociated, and then it become dissociate into A plus and B minus. Then it will become the ionization will be less than 100%. Then it is called weak electrolyte. So the electrolyte which will conduct the electricity. Okay. So we can say strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte, and non-electrolyte. So what is the non-electrolyte? So these are the compound which do not conduct electricity, do not conduct electricity in the fused form. They are called non-electrolyte. So that's all about the electrolyte. So for the electrolyte, many theories have been proposed by Arrhenius and Anderson like that. So now we are going to see about the concept of acid base. What is acid? What is base, ma? As what do you know about acid? Why we are call it as acid? Why we are call it as base? தப்பா இருந்தா கூட பரவாயில்ல, you can just tell me. It should be interactive, no? Then it will be very easy to understand. Yes. Base.
So acid gives and base actually adds to the fluid.
Where is the answer? Good. So what is acid? Why we are call it as acid? What is the purpose of acid? Where it will be useful? Do you know your stomach has acid? தெரியுமா நம்ம ஸ்டொமக்ல ஆசிட் இருக்குது? How many of you know about the thing? You have the stomach contain acid. கொஞ்சமாவது வாய் திறந்து பேசுங்கப்பா.
The stomach has hydrochloric.
Very good. Stay only answering. Abhinav?
Yes, sir.
So okay, I will complete my part. When you have the doubt, you open your mouth and ask, then only it will be effective. So I'm keep on asking, you people are keep on muting. What is this? So the acid base, when you are taken a compound, it behaves as acid. So in our inorganic chemistry also, some of the oxide we are taken, when you put it in the, when you are hydrolyzing the oxide, if it is behave like acid as well as it behave like a base, then we call it as acidic oxide and basic oxide like that. Okay. So now we should know what is, why we are call it as acid, why we are call it as base. Certain things we have to understand. Okay. So the first theory which was proposed by the Arrhenius, followed by Brownstein, and followed by Lewis. These are the three scientists which they will give an idea about the acids. So according to the first one, first person, Arrhenius. is a genius person. So he stated that a substance which ionize in aqueous solution to give an H plus ion or OH minus ion, give two things, H plus ion and OH minus ion. If it is H plus ion, it become acid. If it is OH minus ion, it become base. So now it will be two types. So when it completely ionizes, then it becomes strong acid. Example, HCl. When you put it in the water, it becomes H plus and Cl minus. HNO3 and H2SO4. Suppose it poor ionized or partly ionized, it is called weak acid. For example, acetic acid, oxalic acid, phosphoric acid, carbonic acid, and boric acid. And then base. Again, we are call it as strong base. So substance which are completely ionized to give OH minus ion, strong base. So dissociate small extent in aqueous solution called strong base, weak base. Complete dissociate small extent. Or poor ionization. Then it is called base. Example, all alkali, NaOH, KOH. For this example, ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and aluminum hydroxide. Okay, these are the examples. So now the next question comes in our mind. We have sodium bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate. Okay, whether it is acid or base. That question comes in our mind, no? So it was not explained by the Arrhenius theory. According to Arrhenius theory, if it is contain H plus ion, acid. If it is contain OH minus ion, base. Now I have Na2CO3, NaCO3. I know that it is a base, but we cannot categorize according to the Arrhenius concept. The second concept came, that is Bronsted Lowry concept. So according to this concept, a substance donate a substance which donate H plus ion is an acid. Same way, a substance which accept H plus ion is a base. So donate of H plus ion, accept of H plus ion. For example, you have HCl. When you treat with H2O, it gives H3O plus and then Cl minus. Now HCl become acid, it become base. So substance which donate H plus, இதனை donate பண்ணுச்சு H plus, அதனால acid. இது என்ன பண்ணுச்சு, H plus accept பண்ணிக்கிச்சு இது, அதனால இது base. Okay, but the acid which donate H plus and it lost H plus ion, that is why it become a base 1. So acid 1 become the base 1. What I am trying to say is a conjugate acid base theory. Okay. Now you have the water molecule, simply water molecule. It will contain H2O, it contain H plus ion as well as OH minus ion. We cannot say it is acid or we cannot say it is a base, but sometimes it behaves as a base. When it behaves as a base, if it is accept the H plus ion, so it accept H plus ion, that is why it base. So it has H plus ion, that is why it is acid 2. Acid 1 become base 1 become acid 2. This is called conjugate acid base pair. This is the HCl minus is the conjugate base of your HCl acid. Okay. So now the Bronsted which could explain easily that when you have Na2CO3, if you are reacting with HCl, it gives NaHCO3 plus NaCl. It donate H plus ion, it accept H plus ion. Okay. So the substance which this one which take the H plus ion become sodium bicarbonate. Same way, when you are treated sodium bicarbonate with HCl, it gives NaCl, water plus carbon dioxide. Look here, this donate H plus ion, it accept H plus ion, so it become base, it become base. So this is become acid, this is become acid. Now I told you no, Na2CO3 and NaHCO4 are base. We cannot explain according to the Arrhenius concept. Whereas this concept can clearly explain that, because a substance which donate H plus ion acid, a substance which accept H plus ion base. This substance accepting H plus ion, that is why base. This substance has H plus ion acid. This substance donate H plus ion, that is why acid. Now we could have the amphoteric substance. What is amphoteric substance? What is the meaning of amphoteric? What is the meaning of amphoteric? What is the meaning of amphoteric?
So it acts as both
Both the
base and acid.
okay. So when the substance which is capable a functioning of acid and base, then it become amphoteric substance. Say substance which is the capable of function of both acid as well as base is known as amphoteric substance. For example, you have the bicarbonate ions. When it treated with ammonia, it become ammonium ion and become CO3 2 minus. You take it donate H plus ion. Okay, why idella H plus ion both. Another acid. It accept a H plus ion. That is why base. Now what happened? This become NH4 plus. So this base become acid. One thing. So same bicarbonate HCO3 minus. When you treat it with HCl, it form H2CO3 plus Cl minus. So according to this, what is this? இது பிரகாரம் என்னப்பா? இங்க பைகார்பனேட் இங்க பாருங்க HCO3 இருக்கு, NH3 ஓட போடுறீங்க. NH3க்கு இந்த H plus கொடுத்து இது CO3 2 minus மாறுது. அதனால இது என்ன சொல்றோம், H plus டொனேட் பண்றதுனால ஆசிட்னு சொன்னோம். அதே இது H plus அக்செப்ட் பண்ணதுனால பேஸ்னு சொல்றோம். Now look at the reaction and tell me for this case. இந்த கேஸ்க்கு என்ன, எது ஆசிட் எது பேஸ்? which one acid, which one base? Quick. சீக்கிரம். இது வந்து பைகார்பனேட், இது ஹைட்ரோகுளோரிக் ஆசிட், ஹைட்ரோகுளோரிக் hydrogen chloride. You tell me which one is acid, which one is base. I said the concept, when the substance donate H plus ion, it become acid. A substance which accept H plus ion, it become base. Now you tell me which is acid, which is base.
Sir, HCl acid, H2CO3 base.
Why? Why it is base HCO3 minus? Because this substance accept H plus ion, it become base. This substance donate H plus ion, become acid. சரி, தப்பா நினைக்காதீங்க. உங்களுக்கு நிஜமா புரியுதா புரியலையா சொல்லி கொடுக்கறது? Abhinav, are able to understand? Are able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
But why you people are not answering? Is that any difficult question I'm asking? Why not you are not at all, you people are not interacting? Why? Hariharan. Murali, Hari Raghav, Navin.
Sir.
எல்லாம் இருக்கீங்க, ஆனா ஒண்ணும் ஒரு நாள் கூட ஒரு क्वेश्चंस கூட கேட்கவே மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. எனக்கு தெரியல whether you are not understanding or not. So anyway pa, if you have doubt, please just ask me, I will clear the doubt. Okay. Now the next concept is conjugate acid base pair. What is the meaning of conjugate acid base pair? When the reactant side it become acid, when it dissociates into ions, one of the ions behave as a base. So how it behave as a base, how it behave as a acid, that we will understand. We will see it now. Now look this reaction. HCO3 bicarbonate ion, when reacting with ammonia, it gives ammonium ion and then CO3 2 minus. So generally what will happen, this bicarbonate become CO3 2 minus and H plus. Now this ammonia will take the H plus and then it become a NH4 plus. So now you tell me, it loses the H plus ion, that is the reason why we call it as acid. It accepts the H plus ion, that is the reason why we call it as a base. Now the HCO3 minus, it gives CO3 2 minus and H plus ion, it is called conjugate base. The anion part is called conjugate base. The cation part is called acid. Same way, now the NH3 plus is a base. It accept the H plus ion. It become a NH3 plus, NH4 plus. It's a conjugate base. NH4 plus is a conjugate base of your NH3. Sorry, conjugate acid. Conjugate acid of your NH3. Same way, CO3 2 minus is a conjugate base of your acid. This is the conjugate base. This is the conjugate acid. Base on the acid or acid on the base. So how we can say base, sorry, acid or base are developed from acid or base is called as conjugate base or conjugate acid. So another one generalized statement is the conjugate base the conjugate acid of a strong base is weak. The ulta conversion, the conjugate acid of weak base is strong. இப்போ NH3 வந்து strong base னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. வரக்கூடிய acid எப்படி இருக்கும்? The conjugate acid of strong base become weak acid. Weak base become strong acid. அவ்வளவுதான். Now you tell me. So அப்ப என்ன சொல்றோம்? When the acid it gives conjugate base plus H plus ion. When the base it take H plus ion, it gives conjugate acid. So if the base is strong, conjugate acid is weak. If the இது ரெண்டு vice versa. இது வந்து strong அப்படின்னா இது weak. இது weak base ஆகுதுன்னா இது strong acid இருக்கும். அவ்வளவுதான் வித்தியாசம். Okay. So the Bronsted and Lowry stated that the strength of an acid depends upon its tendency to release a proton, and the strength of base it depends upon the tendency to accept the proton. Okay. And then the next topic, next person is the Lewis acid. So Lewis concept. Somebody put E, somebody will not write E. Lewis concept. According to his concept, accepting a pair of electron is a Lewis acid. Donating a pair of electron is a Lewis base. So now so far we have taken the H plus ion, either H plus ion donating or accepting. If it is containing H plus ion, if it contain OH minus ion, we are call it as acid base like that. Now I am taking BF3 substance. Whether it is acid or base, I am taking AlCl3. Acid or base, I am taking NH3. I am taking water. We have to classify this into acid and base. So the Lewis beautifully classified when it accepting a pair of electron, a substance which is ready to accept a pair of electron, then it become a acid, Lewis acid. If the substance which donate a pair of electrons, then it become a Lewis base. So now, according to this is concept, you take NH3, it has a pair of electron. When you treat it with BF3, it will form NH3 coordination with BF3. The meaning of this is no, it donate a pair of electron to BF3. So the electron deficient compound, which electron, so the electron deficient compound become Lewis acid. So the electron rich or lone pair contain, it become Lewis base. Okay, so according to his concept, Lewis base, Lewis acid. What is Lewis base? What is Lewis acid? So Lewis base negatively charged or neutral should have at least one lone pair of electrons, then it is called Lewis base. Example, Cn minus, OH minus, which do not have the lone pair of electron, but still it behaves as a Lewis base. Suppose if you have alcohol, it contains lone pair of electron, and then ether, organic compound, and then amine, ammonia, and then water. So if it contains lone pair of electron, it becomes Lewis base. Then what is Lewis acid? The positively charged. So electron deficient compound or neutral one. Neutral line is the incomplete octet. So molecule have unsaturation between heteroatom, then it become a Lewis acid. Otherwise, heteroatom, central atom should have empty d orbital, it become a Lewis acid. Example, all positively charges are Lewis acid. Cl, Br plus, Cl plus, Ag plus, Hg plus, everything. So the neutral one, AlCl3, இதெல்லாம் incomplete octet, BF3, BCl3, FeCl3, ZnCl2, incomplete octet. And then heteroatoms சொன்னோம் இல்லையா, carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, silicon tetrafluoride, PFI. These are the types of Lewis acid. Now is it clear what is Lewis acid, what is Lewis base? Clear? Now FeCl3, FeBr3, these are the examples. SO2, these are the examples. Now we know that acid becomes strong and weak. Same way. So these are the concept of acid base. What is acid? What is base? Now the acid become strong or weak. Neutral acid ஒன்று கிடையாது. Okay, wow. So now how you can say whether it is a strong acid or weak acid? when you are dissociating that acid into water, if the ionization completely take place, it become a strong acid. If it is partially ionized, then it become a weak acid. So the ionization of acid and base is very important. So how we could explain that? Yes, I can explain based on the water. Now we have the water. It gives H plus ion and then OH minus ion. Again, it will combine. It will give the H2O. Okay. Now we can have the equilibrium constant for K. So equilibrium constant, what is that? The product of concentration of the product and then divided by the concentration of the reactant. It gives the constant value it gives, that is known as constant. So when K into water, it has H plus ion and then OH minus ion. So when you are these two you are mixing, no, it gives the water constant. K equilibrium, K water. It have H plus ion and then OH minus ion. So when you have the pure water, in the pure water, the concentration of H plus ion become concentration of OH minus ion. That's equal to 10 power minus 7. So it has 10 power minus 7 into 10 power minus 7. So it become 10 power minus 14. So Kw become 10 power minus 14 at 25 degrees centigrade. When so you when you are substituting, you have H plus ion concentration and then OH ion concentration, that gives 10 power minus 14. When you are taking log on both sides, so log on both sides, 10 power H plus ion and then OH minus ion, that's equal to minus 14 into log 10. Okay, so இது எப்படி எழுதலாம்? Log AB is equal to log A plus log B. So log of H plus ion plus log of OH minus ion, that's equal to minus 14. So இப்போ என்ன பண்றோம்? மைனஸ் ஆல டிவைட் பண்ணுவோம். மைனஸ் log H plus ion minus log OH minus ion, then it gives 14. So இது என்ன சொல்றோம்? Minus log of base 10H plus become pH, percentage of hydrogen, percentage of hydroxyl, that become 14. So pH is equal to minus logarithmic of H plus ion and POH concentration is equal to minus logarithmic of OH minus ion. So we can calculate pH for any solution. For example, calculate pH for a solution as 10 power minus 4 molar, okay, of H plus ion அப்படின்னு கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. So pH is equal to minus log of H plus ion. So what is the concentration? Minus log 10 power minus 5. So the minus 5 minus of minus 5 log 10. So it become 5 log 10. So log 10 value become 1. It become 5. So the pH become 5. Please remember, when they given 10 power some value, no, solution as 0.01 molar mean 10 power minus 2. 0.001 molar mean 10 power minus 3. For this solution, if you have to find out the pH, point அப்புறம் எத்தனை இருக்கு? 1 2 3 digit, then pH become 3. இப்ப பாருங்களேன், 0.001 இல்லையா? அப்ப என்ன எழுதுவேன்? 1 in 10 power minus 3 எழுதுவேன். So log of minus log of 1 into 10 power minus 3 becomes minus log 1 minus log 10 power minus 3. Log 1 becomes 0. Minus of minus 3 log 10. Log 10 become 1. Minus of minus 3 become 3. அவ்வளவுதான். So எத்தனை digit இருக்கோ அதே போல இதுக்கு போட்டு பாருங்க, you will get 2. Okay. So now find out pH of 10 power minus 9 molar OH ions. இப்படி ஒரு கொஸ்டின் வருது. இப்போ இதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம்? So 10 power minus 8 molar சொல்யூஷன் வருது. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணோம்? pH கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். 10 power minus 8. 10 power minus 8 னா so OH கொடுத்திருக்கான். We know that the equation pH plus POH become 14. அப்போ POH கண்டுபிடிச்சுன்னா இந்த இடத்துல சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணி pH கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். அப்போ POH is equal to minus log of OH minus ion. That means minus log of 10 power minus 8. So it become minus of minus 8 log 10. So 8 log 10. Log 10 value 1. So it become 8. So the POH become 8. Then pH plus 8 become 14. Then pH equal to 14 minus 8. The pH of the solution is 6. Okay. Is it clear? Clear or not?
Here.
Okay. So now the peoples are introduced a pH scale. So pH scale. What is pH scale? You just understand. Scale is a measure. Okay. So when you want to measure a pH of a solution, the pH of scale is very useful. Now you have the solution. You started with 0 to 14 and 7. If it is the pH value is 0 to 7, it become acid. When it's 7 to 14, it become base. At exactly 7, it become neutral. So acid, base, neutral. So what it tells, when the pH is less than 7, it become acid. pH is more than 7, it become base. Then pH equal to 7, it become neutral. There is no doubt about it, everything same. Okay. Now, so what is the formula for pH? pH is equal to minus log of H plus ion or H3O plus ion, or otherwise minus log of H plus ion. Anything you can write. So இது எப்படி எழுதுறோம்? log of இந்த minus எல்லாம் எழுதணும் 1 by H3O plus or log of 1 by H plus. இதுதான் நம்ம எப்படி எழுதுறோம். ஓகேவா? So this pH scale is only applicable for the very dilute solution. For example, 1 molar HCl எடுக்கிறீங்க, 0.1 molar HCl எடுக்கிறீங்க, ரெண்டுத்துக்குமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா pH should be the அதாவது less than 7 தான் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? 0 1 கிட்ட தான் இருக்கும். For the dilute solution, you can clearly find out. For the concentrate solution, we cannot find out. So pH, if the pH of the solution is between 0 and 2, they are called strongly acidic. Suppose between 2 and 4, it become moderate acidic. Between 4 to 7, it become weakly acidic. So very dilute solution and the weakly acidic are. Suppose pH is 7 to 10. weakly basic, 10 to 12, moderately basic, 12 to 14, strongly basic. Okay, so all our tears, blood, saliva, urine, everything has the pH value. For example, our saliva has the pH of 6.5 to 7.5. Our blood plasma has 7.3 to 7.42. And our tears, which will contain 7.4. Our urine, which will contain 4.8 to 8.4. So boiled water is there, no? It has a 6.56. And gastric juice, it has 1 to 3. நமக்கு அதான் சொன்னோம் இல்லையா, வயிறுல இருக்குன்னு சொன்னீங்களே, அதோட இது 1 to 3 pH. So all the soft drinks, whatever you are drinking, Coca-Cola, 7, Sprite, it has a value of 2 to 4. So look here, so the acidity it will increase. Vinegar we are using for the pickles, that has the value of 2.4 to 3.4. So these are the pH scale. So now pH scale வச்சு நம்ம acidica, moderately acidica, strongly acidica ன்னு சொல்றோம். Now we are telling that ionization of weak acid. So the weak acid எப்படி ionize ஆகும் அதை மட்டும் இன்னைக்கு பார்த்துடலாம். Ionization of weak acid, weak base will discuss today. Take an example of acetic acid. So we have the acetic acid. When you put it into the water, it become undissociated. So after some time, it start to dissociate into acetate ion and then H plus ion. Okay, it will not completely ionize. It will become EPO when you put it into the water. So acetic acid water la போடும்போது இந்த மாதிரி ஆகுது. So initially we will take C moles per liter of acetic acid. So that time acetate ion will not be there and then H plus ion will not be there. Okay. Zero moles. So at time t, it start react, the alpha moles per liter dissociate into alpha moles of acetate and alpha moles of H plus ion. So at time t, after some time, at particular time, what will be there? So when you have started 1 moles, no? So we have taken 1 moles. What is the remaining? 1 minus alpha moles per liter will be the remaining. And then alpha moles will be there at time t. So at equilibrium, so C into 1 minus alpha moles, C alpha moles and C alpha moles will be there. So the acid dissociation constant, no, Ka is equal to product another CH3 COO minus into H plus ion divided by equilibrium constant we are finding out, CH3 COOH. So C alpha into C alpha divided by C into 1 minus alpha. When I say ஒரு C cancel ஆயிடுது. Then C alpha square divided by 1 minus alpha is the acid dissociation constant. Okay, so this is the acid dissociation constant. So when you have that, when you have the base means just Kb is equal to C alpha squared minus 1 minus alpha. Same தான் வரும். Ka Kb. Now you have another salt. Ha is the base. When you put it into the water, it gives H3O plus and then A minus. So it became இது வந்து பேஸா வருது இல்லையா, இது H plus அயனை கொடுத்துருக்கு, அதனால it become acid, it become a base, it become conjugate base, this is become conjugate acid. So this is the conjugate acid of your base, this is the conjugate base of your acid. Now for this reaction you have to find out the Ka. So Ka is equal to H3O plus divided into A minus concentration divided by Ha. We leaving water we are leaving. So A minus plus water, it gives Ha and then OH minus. So this is the base we are taken. So here water become acid because it donate H plus ion. So this is the conjugate base, acid or a conjugate base. So it accept that H. So it is a conjugate acid. அப்ப இதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணணும், இந்த சால்ட்டுக்கு Kb வேல்யூ போடணும். So Kb value is equal to Ha into OH minus divided by Ha minus. Now Ka into Kb become Ka க்கு என்ன இருந்தது, this is 1, this is 2, 1 into 2. Ka into Kb become H3O plus into A minus divided by Ha into Ha into OH minus that divided by A minus. Now the common term A minus cancel, Ha minus cancel. Now we have Ka into Kb become H3O plus into OH minus. So that Ka into Kb, we are call it as Kw. So what is Kw? Kw is equal to, because you have H plus ion, OH minus ion. Look here, water ionization. Kw is equal to H plus ion and OH minus ion. This is also indicating H plus ion and then OH minus ion. So it become Kw. So Kw is equal to Ka into Kb. So now we are taking logarithm, minus log Kw is equal to minus log Ka into Kb. So minus log Kw become Pkw, that's equal to minus log Ka minus log Kb. So இது என்ன பண்ணுவோம், Pka plus Pkb is equal to Pkw. We know that Pkw value become 14. So Pka plus Pkb become 14. அதாவது pH plus pOH become 14. Same way Pka plus Pkb become 14. This is the equation we arrived. So up to this today over. Tomorrow we will discuss about the ionization of weak acid and then polyacid. What are the factors which affect the acid strength? Buffer solution, common ion effect. So tomorrow we will complete this portion and we'll work out the problems. Okay. So same 7 to 8 o'clock. Any doubts? Now you can ask your doubts. I am ready to clarify your doubts. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave the class.
Thank you, sir.
I don't have any.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
welcome.